Okay, alright. So, uh, either the game is default set to another language, which might be German, or I accidentally, some clicks were registered when I was setting up OBS while the game was open. I'm gonna have to check real quick. Oh, here we go. English. Oh, is that Czech? Seski? Curious. I feel like it was set to that by default. Yeah, that is Czech. And that is where Kafka was from. So he did, I believe he originally wrote his work in German. I don't know if Czech and German have similar words, because I noticed something. Process? I think the original title of the trial is like the process, because that's kind of the word in German for trial. It basically means the same thing. I don't know these off the top of my head. Let me see, is this German? Their process. Brief and Devater das Sculp. Okay. So we want English, so we can actually understand what's going on. So yeah, the trial, letter to the father, and the castle. So I guess the game is separated into the three parts, which are three of Kafka's biggest works. Which is cool. The cool thing is the two games that I want to play today is this game and then another one based around the Metamorphosis specifically. And it just kind of works out well that that game is focused on the Metamorphosis, and then this game focuses on three other of his works, which is cool. Because the Metamorphosis is probably his most popular work, so it's very common for that to be it. You'd think that might be in here, but we don't need it to be because we're gonna play another game. The Trial is really good. It might be my favorite from him. The Castle. These are two. He only has 3 novel-length stories, and the 2 of them are The Trial and The Castle. Now, Letter to the Father is a pretty interesting thing to put in here, because that isn't like a fictional story like most of his work. Letter to the Father is literally Franz Kafka writing this super long, thorough letter to his own father, in an attempt to explain to him why they don't understand each other, and why he like fears his father, because he just doesn't like, there's a lot of daddy issues going on in the Franz Kafka saga, and it's interesting. It's a personal, it's like a 50-page letter to his father that's supposed to just basically be him explaining just this is why. I think his father asked him actually, why are you afraid of me? And so he responded with a 50-page letter, and he gave it to his mom to deliver to the father, and she never gave it to him. So this 50-page letter that Kafka wrote to his dad never ended up getting to his dad for him to read, which is unfortunate. So yeah, kind of waiting a bit to see if anyone would pop in, but I guess we'll go ahead and start. Oh, my microphone was muted that whole time. This whole time I was talking. Was it? Okay, I saw in OBS, I saw my volume moving as if I was being read, but I looked down at my actual microphone and it looked like I was actually muted. And I couldn't tell if you could hear me talking or not. Hey, Sleepy. What's up? Could you hear me talking before I just said, oh, I was muted? Or was I actually muted the whole time? I just gave a whole back, like 5 minutes of background. Oh, it wasn't muted. Okay. Thank you, Silver. I appreciate you for telling me. For some reason, it happens sometimes where my microphone blinks like it's muted, but OBS says there's volume coming through, so I was kind of trusting OBS. Okay, cool. Thank you for confirming that. I wasn't talking to myself for 5 minutes. But okay, let's get into this now. It's a pretty short game, this first one, so it shouldn't take too long to get through. This is actually a free game too, by the way, if anyone felt like playing it. I didn't even know that. I had it on my wish list. I saw it just came out the other day. I think it's in honor of Franz Kafka's 100th anniversary of his death is actually coming up in about a week. But let's start the trial.
Someone must have slandered Joseph K.
Voice acting.
Because although he had done nothing wrong, he was arrested one morning.
That's right, that's how the trial starts.
Anna, the cook who brought him breakfast every morning, didn't come this time. That had never happened before.
What's interesting about this is that I think you're playing as Franz Kafka, but he's kind of inside of his own stories. But that is fitting, actually, because a lot of times the protagonists in his stories kind of feel like self-inserts, and they even often share similar names. Like the character in this story is named Joseph K, and his name's Franz Kafka. Having a good day because I got an animation done. Oh, that's cool. Nice. Animation's hard, so be proud about that. I'm doing fine, just fine. I'm playing the game. Alright, we have a phone here. Who are you?
Who are you?
Oh, there's voice acting.
You rang?
Great, I don't have to read. Awesome.
Yes. Anna's to bring me breakfast.
He wants Anna to bring him breakfast. It's not possible. Wouldn't you rather stay here?
It's literally the opening to the trial so far. Now how do I walk around? Oh. Whoa. Oh, you drag him? How strange. Wait a second. That's the same room no matter which way you go. That's very strange.
Stop that. It won't accomplish anything.
Okay, so we aren't allowed to... This is such weird gameplay. I've never played a game like this. You like drag entire objects. Alright, I guess we better go out here, see what's going on.
I'm sorry about the breakfast today. They forbid me from coming to your place.
Or you could drag him to
should
the...
have stayed in your room. Didn't Franz tell you that? You're under arrest.
Why is that? Let me see your papers.
And why is that? Let me see your papers.
You're behaving worse than a child. Do you want to end your process by discussing our papers with us? We're just lowly employees, but our authorities obtain detailed reports on the person arrested before ordering an arrest. There's been no mistake. The inspector wants you.
So, they've arrested Joseph K, and they haven't explained to him why he's being arrested. Apparently.
What are you thinking? Do you want to see the inspector in your nightshirt? He'll have you flogged, and us along with you.
No, I think that really happened. I remember him having to change. Alright, so now we're dressed. Can't leave, right?
You can't leave. You're being held.
Joseph K. You're no doubt greatly surprised by this morning's events.
I can't think of the slightest offense I might be accused.
I can't think of the slightest offense of which I might be accused.
Don't make such a fuss about how innocent you feel. It disturbs the otherwise not unfavorable impression you make. I can't report that you've been accused of anything. You've been arrested. That's all I know. There will be an inquiry into your affair next Sunday. These inquiries will now be held on a regular basis. Here is the number of the building in which you are to appear.
Don't take this too hard. You're under arrest, all right, but not the way a thief would be. I can tell.
Alright, I guess that means we're fine. We're not under arrest too badly. Well.
Kay had resolved at once to go to said house on Sunday. The trial was getting underway, and he had to put up a fight. This initial inquiry must also be the last.
Do I happen to know Alec Benjamin? I don't think so. The name doesn't ring a bell. Is that Is that an animator? Oh yeah, it's a musician. You have one of his songs stuck. Okay. I don't believe so.
You should have been here an hour and 5 minutes ago.
I may have arrived late, but I'm here now. Nobody told me when the trial starts. That's the thing. So, he's supposed to show up to this random building on Sunday to defend himself. They don't tell him which room to go to. They don't tell him what time it is. Just go. And he's like, it's like a big maze, and by the time he gets there, they're like, why are you late?
Nobody told me when the trial starts.
Yes, but now I'm no longer required to examine you. However, I'll make an exception for today. So, you're a house painter?
No.
No! I'm the chief financial officer of a large bank. There can be no doubt that these proceedings are senseless, and that innocent people are being arrested because of it. I only recognize these proceedings out of compassion.
All your remarks are on record and have already caused you immense harm.
I'm sure I'll be summoned again soon.
We'll know how to find you.
Well,
After
that went
visiting
well.
the court, Kay began to question whether it was wise to ignore and mock the trial. Once a week, he would visit a girl named Elsa, who worked as a waitress at night and received visitors during the day while lying in bed. Today, however, he decided instead to see Huld, a lawyer who had been recommended to him as an expert in these matters.
I'm here to see Lawyer Huld.
The lawyer is ill, but I will introduce you.
Whoa. Okay.
Chief Financial Officer Joseph K. I'm very interested in your matter.
How do you know about me and my trial? You work with the people from the court in the attic. That's right, it was like in the attic for some reason.
How do you know about me and my trial?
I move in legal circles. Various trials are discussed, and the more striking ones stick in one's memory. The court wants to eliminate the defense as much as possible. Everything is to be laid upon the defendant himself. But there is no other court before which there is a greater need for lawyers.
Oh.
I'll go see what's happened.
It was nothing. I just threw a plate against the wall to get you to come out. I can help you better than he can.
It's very rude to leave in the middle of a conversation. If you want my help, please come with me.
Oh. Do we have to choose?
Lenny, leave us alone.
So do we have to choose who to go to? Why would she be able to help us more than the Lord? I don't know. It's been so long since I read the story. I feel like neither of them are really gonna help much. There's leaked voice clips of Samurai Jack and multiverses. Alright, I'm gonna have to check that out then.
Should I really get the lawyer's help?
Yes?
You chose well. I have won, or came close to winning,
Came close.
many similar trials. You must know, however, that the defense is not actually countenanced by the law, but only tolerated. The room to which we were relegated is itself an indication of the court's contempt for us. You will probably be shocked by the lot gathered there.
What the?
Oh, these are crooked lawyers. Get rid of them or they won't leave us alone.
Okay. This is different. Oh, we gotta throw him out the
We
window.
see the sign of your conviction on your lips. We're trying to figure out the best way to help you. You've damaged your case terribly when it was starting out so well. Certainly nothing is lost as yet. Can't you see 2 steps in front of you? They think you're guilty. Everything will turn out well. You seek too much outside help. You are entirely innocent.
Oh, I like that one. Alright, I think we got rid of him.
Throw out all of the crooked lawyers. I can still smell them.
Oh, there's more. What's more, you can smell them? Oh. See the one?
Oh, have you gone mad?
I got an achievement. Right, throw out advocate hold. I don't see any more crooked lawyers. Oh, he was hiding under the bed.
Do you realize your trial is going badly?
Finally, we have some peace. Come with me.
Hello?
These conditions are scandalous. It's good that you got rid of those crooked lawyers. Now, you need to consider how to begin. Either we write a petition, or we use my connections.
Write a petition, or use his... Connection seems a little sketchy, but then honestly, that's one of the things that really gets you by in the world.
The most important factor is still the lawyer's personal contacts. Court officials are often clueless and come to a lawyer for advice. You can influence the trial in this way, even if only slightly at first.
I'll have to leave the talking to the lawyer. Should I use the lawyer's connections?
Let's do it.
Thanks to my intercession,
Hey, Happy
the
Doggo, what's
warden
up?
will allow you to enter the law. But you have to find the way yourself.
Okay, I don't think those doors are gonna work. What the heck? This is a Franz Kafka video game. Right now we're in the first chapter, which is the trial. Wait. Why is the arrow pointing? Strange. How about you go over there? The arrows are... Oh! I can grab the door. Oh, I see. I had to fuse the doors together. Oh. Correct. What is... Lots of German words all over the place.
You are doing well, but you have not yet entered the law.
So this seems to be a reference to his other, his parable before the law. Whoa.
You seem to be failing to enter the law. We have to find another solution. Some employees of the court are corrupt. I can review the confidential files on your case.
That's a lot of files. I wonder what happens if you choose,
I have to study all the files.
you choose the lady to help you instead of this guy. All the files. He's all big now.
Finally, I can advise you properly.
Alright, things are looking
now,
good.
When he should have summoned all his strength, Kay discovered such doubts of his own judgment as had previously been foreign to him. Could he really rely so little on his own judgment already?
Uh-oh. Oh no, we're having a bad time.
You must now choose whether to seek an apparent acquittal or a protraction.
Apparent acquittal or protraction? I'm not familiar with all these law terms. Protraction, apparent acquittal. Isn't an acquittal? Hang on. I need to Google these. Apparent acquittal, that the accused is never truly acquitted or declared innocent. So it's like you just kind of get out of it neutrally, and then what is a protraction? Protraction is prolonging something. So Why would we want to do that? Yeah, knowledge is power, for real. Dude, Kafka, this game... Kafka? Back. It's a Kafka. Fact, this game is... So weird. If it starts just like you're playing the trial, and for the first bit of it, it's like, okay, you're just playing the trial. And, okay, Fact, what should we pick? Protraction or apparent acquittal? That's our two options right now, according to our advocate.
What is an apparent acquittal?
Oh, he tells us right here. Here we go.
I'll write out a certification of your innocence. Then I'll make the rounds of the judges I know with the certification. When I've gathered enough signatures, I'll take it to the judge, who's currently conducting your trial. The charge against you is dropped for now, but it can be reinstated the moment an order comes from above.
That seems like a temporary solution. How about the... But protraction is just prolonging the case as well, isn't it?
What is a protraction?
I will visit the relevant judge and keep him as content as possible. We will keep the trial at the lowest stage. You will be interrogated. Inquiries will be conducted, and so forth. But you will be almost as safe from a conviction as you would be as a free man.
Neither of these are good solutions. It's like, would you rather prolong the case or be temporarily out of it, but then at any moment they can just bring you back into it? Like that, neither of these choices are very good. Maybe I should ask that lady for help instead.
You must now choose whether to seek...
Okay. I don't know. What do you guys think? I guess with an apparent acquittal, there's a chance they might never bug you again. But with the protraction, eventually you've got to get... Gonna happen. Are we innocent? We don't know what crime we committed. Joseph K. woke one morning to a strange man in his room who said, "You're under arrest." We tried to ask him what for, and no one has explained it to us yet. I said maybe protraction for now until we can... Maybe we'll learn what we're accused of.
Should I really strive for a protraction?
I think it's better than trying to... We need to learn what it is that we're under arrest for.
After the lawyer's visit, Kay was again in doubt whether he had made the right decision. From time to time, he reported to his judge and underwent short interrogations. He became accustomed to it, and thoughts of
It doesn't
the bank
sound
began
legal?
to occupy him fully once more.
Well, filibusters are
As in
legal. They're
earlier
just
times.
weird, right? It's kind of a similar concept if you think about it.
On the eve of his 31st birthday, two gentlemen entered Kay's lodgings.
Give me a couple minutes. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, so... Oh yeah. Yeah, you think it would be illegal to be arrested and brought to trial without explaining the charges, right? That is a good point. Why did I pick the controller up? So who are you? Hello?
So, you're meant for me. They're not prepared for questions.
I like that the game has voice acting, so I don't have to read. That's pretty cool.
You have to wear a black hat.
Okay. We have to wear a black hat. Yeah, so basically it just starts as you playing the trial, and then it actually starts to have these, like, actual, like, game elements, and like, there's multiple choices and stuff, which is interesting. Was Kafka German? Yeah, he was... He lived in Prague, I think? But he was actually, like, Czech. I think he was, like, Jewish, Czech, something like that. I don't know if he was, his nationality was German, but he wrote his stories in German. I don't know the exact, how well that works. He's like, if you look it up, he's like German, Czech.
Once outside,
Something,
they seized
it's...
Kay's hands below with a well-trained, practiced, and irresistible grip.
Well, that's not very nice.
Then one man drew from its sheath a long, thin, double-edged butcher knife. Kay knew that it would be his duty to seize the knife and stab himself with it, but he didn't, and looked around.
Austrian and Czechoslovakian, depending on when. Yeah. I know he's Czech and I know he's Jewish.
One of the men put his hands to his
But,
throat,
like...
while the other plunged the knife into his heart and twisted it twice.
Well...
With failing sight, Kay saw the gentlemen leaning against each other, watching what had been decided. Like a dog, he said. It seemed as though the shame was to outlive him.
I feel like we missed some bits in the middle. And I wonder if it depends on what choice we made. It was really short. So actually, I think I want to go through that again quickly before we get to the letter to his father. Did we win? I mean...
slandered Joseph Kay, because although he had done nothing wrong, he was arrested one morning.
So you could kind of see how the intro was here as well.
Anna, the cook who brought him breakfast every morning, didn't come this time. That had never happened before.
So basically, Joseph K. wakes up. Where's my breakfast? Random dude walks in. What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
You rang.
Yes? Anna's to bring me breakfast.
He wants Anna to bring him breakfast. Ha! It's not possible. Wouldn't you rather stay here?
That's it. It's not possible. Wouldn't you rather stay here? It's like, what? What are you talking about?
I'm sorry about the breakfast today. They forbid me from coming to your place.
You should have stayed in your room. Didn't Franz tell you that? You're under arrest.
That's a good point. They're all looking towards the viewer, like a play. That is interesting.
Show me the arrest warrant, then.
You're behaving worse than a child. Do you want to end your trial by discussing the arrest warrant with us? We're just lowly employees.
So far,
but our authorities obtain detailed reports on the person arrested before ordering an arrest. There's been no mistake. The inspector wants you.
so far, none of the choices have changed anything. We're gonna need, Okay, it's not gonna let us change until he scolds us.
What are you thinking? Do you want to see the inspector in your nightshirt? He'll have you flogged, and us along with you.
Joseph K. You're no doubt greatly surprised by this morning's
Dude, they
events.
even acknowledge that we're surprised.
Who's accusing me? What authorities are in charge of the proceedings?
These gentlemen and I are merely marginal figures in your affair, and in fact know almost nothing about it. I can't report that you've been accused of anything. You've been arrested. That's all.
So they
I
don't know. They can't tell us why we've been arrested because they don't even know.
There will be an inquiry into your affair next Sunday. These inquiries will now be held on a regular basis. Here is the number of the building in which you are to appear.
Alright, so we need to go to this building so we can try to figure out what's going on.
Kay had resolved.
Of course, they don't tell us which
on
room of the
Sunday.
building. They don't tell us what time the trial
The
starts.
trial was getting underway, and he had to put up a fight.
No
This
information,
initial
just
inquiry must
go to this
also be
building
the
on this
last.
day. And he finally finds the room he's supposed to go to. It's in the attic, of all places. If there's anything else I can interact with. Oh. I can actually pick up anybody. Not just the,
You should have been here an hour and 5 minutes ago.
I may have arrived late, but I'm here now.
Yes, but now I'm no longer required to examine you. However, I'll make an exception for today. So, you're a house painter?
We're not a house painter. First information, they try to, like, no, we're a chief financial officer. But I said that last time, so I'm gonna say this
Did you have
time.
orders to arrest a house painter? There can be no doubt that these proceedings are senseless, and that innocent people are being arrested because of it. I won't waste my time with you.
Today, you have deprived yourself of the advantage which an interrogation offers.
You scoundrels. You can have all your interrogations.
After visiting the court, Kay began to question whether it was wise to ignore and mock the trial. Once a week, he would visit a girl named Elsa, who worked as a waitress at night and received visitors during the day while lying in bed. Today, however, he decided instead to see Huld, a lawyer who had been recommended to him as an expert in these matters.
So I think there's a split here. We can actually decide, make a change. And it's where we decide who we want to try to
I'm
get
here
help
to see
from.
Lawyer Huld.
So there's
The
Lawyer
lawyer
Hold.
is ill, but I will introduce you.
So the lawyer's over here.
Chief Financial Officer Joseph Kay, I am very interested in your matter.
You work with the people from the court in the attic.
Yes, such associations offer major advantages for my clients. The court wants to eliminate the defense as much as possible. Everything is to be laid upon the defendant himself. But there is no other court before which there is a greater need for lawyers.
I'll go see what's happened.
Didn't you want to go see what happened?
Yep. So this, I think this is a branching point here. You'll see why.
It was nothing. I just threw a plate against the wall to get you to come out. I can help you better than he can.
Lenny, leave us alone. Mr. Financial Officer, please follow me.
So we decide here, who do we want to get help from? The lawyer or the maid of the lawyer who claims she can help us more? So I picked the lawyer because obviously, like, why like, he's a lawyer, but we saw how that went, so let's see if we try going to her for help.
Should I really get Lenny's help?
You chose well. You needn't worry about help. I'll help you myself. But we have to hide from Dr. Hold, or everything will go wrong.
All right. This is different, actually. We did not do this the other time. Am I trying to hide in one of these? I think it's too small. I think we need to find a better hiding spot. Oh, I know. We gotta make a bigger hiding spot. There we go. Okay, now this is a similar...
Go on. Don't stop. Dr. Hold is looking for us.
Now in Hold's version, we were looking for the law. We were trying to find the law. But in this version, it looks like we're actually trying to... escape from Hold. We're trying to avoid our lawyer. Hey, Silver. And I think in the book, he actually... I think Kay chooses to try to get the help from this random lady. And I think that's actually what happens in the book, if I remember correctly.
I know a lot about this court and the deceit it makes necessary. Some court employees can be bribed. I can study the secret files on your case.
Alright, see, Hold was studying the files before, I believe. Lawyer, you say. Also, welcome. Did I say welcome back? Welcome back, Silver. Double time if needed. So... now we're feeding this random lady that we're deciding to trust the files instead of the apparently lawyer.
I have to study all the files.
Okay, all the files. Alright, that's all of them.
I already know how to help you. By the way, call me Lenny.
I'm sure things will go better this time.
You're too stubborn.
Who said that?
Wait.
I'd reveal too much if I told you. Please don't ask for names. But don't be so stubborn. You have to confess, or turn to the crooked lawyers.
Wait, what? You have to confess? What am I confessing exactly? Ugh, this stomping.
You can't defend yourself against this court. All you can do is confess. All you can do is confess. That's the only chance you have to escape.
Should I really confess?
What? I can't just confess. I don't know what I'm confessing to. What do you guys think I should do? I don't see how in any there could be any legal situation where confessing would be the right way to go here. I mean, maybe a reduced sentence, but it's still going to be who knows what the sentence is. I'm gonna say no. And what is this?
You can turn to the crooked lawyers. It's not allowed, but some of the accused have maybe 6.
Have 6 what? Oh. 6 lawyers?
6? Why do they need so many lawyers?
They all need them, and maybe you do too. You don't want to lose your trial. You can turn to the crooked lawyers. It's not allowed, but some of the accused have maybe 6.
It's not allowed, but they have...
Crooked lawyers? What are they?
Dr. Hold would probably portray them as contemptible, and in fact they are. Yet you mustn't overlook them. You don't want to lose your trial.
Okay, so we need to decide either confess or try to get some crooked lawyers. What's the better choice here? I guess a crooked lawyer is better than confessing. Wait. It says an ad will run shortly for some viewers? No. Hold up. Did I forget to turn off the auto thing? That's the first time I've ever seen that. You know what? I forgot to, because this was a new stream, so I have to manually set that to not have ads play in the middle of the stream. Wow. Good thing they gave me a minute to respond to that. I'm gonna try to get some crooked lawyers.
Should I really turn to the crooked lawyers?
What else can I do?
You have to find the crooked lawyers and get them to cooperate.
Oh, there they are.
We see the sign of your conviction on your lips. We're trying to figure out the best way to help you. You've damaged your case terribly when it was starting out so well.
Now the other lawyer, if we choose him, he wants to get rid of the crooked lawyers.
Certainly nothing is lost as yet. Can't you see 2 steps in front of you?
These all seem like lines from the book.
They think you're guilty.
Is that all? Oh, we have 6 now. Okay.
You're doing well. The judge is impervious to proof brought before the court, but it's another matter when it comes to behind-the-scene efforts, here in the conference rooms and the corridors.
Okay.
Just now, when he should have summoned all his strength, Kay discovered such doubts of his own judgment as had previously been foreign to him. Could he really rely so little on his own judgment already?
Well, seems like things are going...
You don't need me now. Your trial is in the hands of the crooked lawyers.
So how's that going?
What is an apparent acquittal?
We'll write out a certification of your innocence. Then we'll make the rounds of the judges we know.
Okay, so we're once again, we have a choice between apparent acquittal and... We tried protraction, that didn't work, so let's try apparent acquittal.
Should I really strive for an apparent acquittal?
After Lenny's visit, Kay again doubted whether he had made the right decision. Externally, it appeared that everything has been long since forgotten, and the file has been lost. From then on, Kay gradually forgot about the court.
Wait.
On the eve of his 31st birthday, 2 gentlemen entered Kay's lodgings.
Yeah, there we go. About the sound for a second, I thought we actually...
So, you're meant for me.
We avoided this.
They're not prepared for questions.
You have to wear a black hat.
Nothing else we can do.
Once outside, they seized Kay's hands below with a well-trained, practiced, and irresistible grip.
So, very familiar to when we first played
Then
this.
one man drew from its sheath a long, thin, double-edged butcher knife. Kay knew that it would be his duty to seize the knife and stab himself with it, but he didn't, and looked around. One of the men put his hands to his throat, while the other plunged the knife into his heart and twisted it twice. With failing sight, Kay saw the gentlemen leaning against each other, watching what had been decided. Like a dog, he said. It seemed as though the shame was to outlive him.
Alright, so no matter what you choose, you get that ending, which, yeah. Alright. Oh, we have to unlock the castle, okay. I don't think I'm gonna play through all of them twice to, like, see the alternate stuff. It's kind of interesting, but I kind of want to get through the rest of these enough to have some time to play the Metamorphosis as well. Letter to the Father is very interesting to me because this isn't, like I said before, it's not one of his fictional stories. It's literally this long letter he wrote to his actual father. So I'm wondering how this is going to, Shellson 1919. I'm wondering what this chapter is going to be exactly. Father, dearest. Dearest Father, you recently asked me, I already know this actually, why I say I'm afraid of you. This is real,
Dearest
like
Father,
front.
You recently asked me why I say I'm afraid of you.
This is interesting. It's already different from the other chapter.
I did not know, as usual, what to answer. Partly because of the fear I have of you.
You asked me why I'm afraid of you. I did not know as usual what to answer, partly because of I'm afraid of you. Okay, now beyond this, I always did. I escaped to deranged friends to extravagant ideas.
I always hid from you. I escaped to my books, to deranged friends, to extravagant ideas. I did not come to see you in the synagogue, nor did I show interest in your business.
Store.
I was supposed to like the store. One could help out in there, distinguish oneself. Above all, one could admire you and your magnificent business skills. The way you sell, deal with people, joke around.
Are we playing as a little Kafka? Herman Kafka, that's his dad's name, Herman, I believe. Wasn't Herman a name in the Lorelei, or at least my playthrough of Lorelei?
Good morning, Father.
Good morning.
Mrs. Janosch says that Robert can't come. He's ill.
Who's supposed to fill in for him? That foul dog. Good morning, my lady. How can I be of service?
Good morning.
Franz, go to the back and unpack the merchandise from the boxes.
I don't even know if I'm putting these in the right places. Oh wait, am I supposed to sort by color or material?
Don't tell me you're done already.
I am.
Is it so difficult to do it right? Sort it out properly.
Uh-oh. Maybe it's by color?
What is it now?
How should I sort it?
How should I sort it?
Is it that complicated? Just put everything where it belongs.
I'm starting to maybe get a feeling where Franz
What is it
Kafka
now?
got a lot of
I am
ideas
done.
for his stories.
What have you done? It's all jumbled up. I can't find anything.
Store was becoming... Well, I think Silver, I think the point is that we're not able to sort it because we don't know how to do it, and he wasn't explaining it to us.
The store was becoming unbearable for me. It reminded me of my relationship to you. No performance could satisfy you, and you must have been equally dissatisfied with me.
The next...
The next collision between us occurred under very different circumstances, some 20 years later. I am referring to your short speech, after I told you of my intention to marry.
Yeah. No worries, Silver. Was the one thing you gotta know about Kafka stuff is that there's often not an answer.
Good evening, Father. I need to tell you something important.
Good you're here. Help me tidy up and close up the store.
Couldn't I talk to you first?
We'll talk later when we're done.
Okay.
So what did you want?
I got engaged to Julia. We want to get married.
I just don't understand you. She probably put on some fancy blouse, as these proud Jewish girls do, and you decide to marry her right away. You're a grown man. You live in the city, and you don't know any better than to marry the first one that comes along. Are there no other options? If you're scared, I'll go there with you myself.
Wow. Hey Dad, I'm getting married. I think I want to get married. I don't understand you.
I don't think you've ever verbally humiliated me more. The fact that I chose a woman meant nothing to you. You're such a giant in every way, and I was such a nothing to you. Fortunately, there were some exceptions, like when you came to me during my latest illness. There is nothing as great as my lack of confidence. The lack of confidence which you raised me to have.
Like these pages are
My
shrinking.
feeling of guilt originates from you. Out of consideration, you stopped in the doorway.
One of his happy moments of his dad is that he like went to visit him when he was sick, and he stopped in the doorway and turned around and left.
You bear no blame for our mutual estrangement, but I am equally innocent. But hopefully we have reached something so very close to the truth that it may give us both some comfort and make living and dying a little easier.
Wow. Yeah, I still need to read letters to his father, or letter to his father, because that's some like real powerful stuff. Like, it explains so much about so much of his work, just his relationship between him and his father. So the last one here is the castle, which kind of inspired the original version of Shadows of the Damned by Suda 51, which we've talked about a lot before.
It was late in the evening when Kay arrived. The castle hill was not visible. It was surrounded by fog and darkness.
So once again, the main character, the protagonist of the castle, is named Kay. Which is like, oh, Kay, huh? Interesting name.
I'm looking for a place to stay. Can I sleep here?
This village is castle property. Nobody is allowed to spend the night here without a permit.
Can't spend the night here, huh?
There's a castle here.
But of course, Count West's castle.
Call the castle, then. I'm Land Surveyor Kay, and I have a job here.
We're a land surveyor. We're supposed to be surveying the land. Oh, that's right. He calls. I forgot about that. Or she
I have
calls.
a man named Kay here, all shabby looking. He claims to be a land surveyor summoned by the Count.
We don't know of any land surveyor.
Just as I said. He's a tramp, and perhaps even something worse.
A moment. The bureau chief himself just confirmed we're expecting a land surveyor.
Well, how am I supposed to explain this to Mr. Surveyor now? I'm very sorry. We don't have a guest room, but you can sleep in our bedroom.
That's fine. I'll put a mattress by the stove and spend the night here.
Yeah, that works.
So the castle appointed Kay a land surveyor. On the one hand, Kay saw this as an unfavorable sign, for it suggested that they knew about him and were taking up the fight. On the other hand, it was favorable, as it showed that they underestimated him.
Breakfast is covered by the castle.
I'll have assistants coming any minute. Will you be able to accommodate them?
Of course, sir. But won't they live with you in the castle?
It's not certain where I'm going to be staying. I want my freedom.
You don't know the castle.
It's about time I get to know it then. I'll go there immediately.
Alright, let's go immediately to the castle then. Sounds like a good idea to me. castle's pretty far away, ain't it? Oh, this looks like a dead end.
Mr. Surveyor, are you admiring the castle?
You know me?
Of course, you belong to the castle.
I'm tired. Is this the way to the castle?
This is the wrong way, but I can take you wherever you want to go.
I want to go to the castle.
I want to go to the castle.
Then I'm not going.
You just said you could take me wherever I want to go.
But I belong to the castle.
That may be so, but I'm not going to the castle.
To the inn, then.
Follow me.
I'll take you anywhere you need to go, except the castle. Why are you gonna do this for me? Because you belong to the castles. Okay. Seems legit. Oh, we're just back where we started.
Who are you?
Your assistants?
What? You two are my old assistants.
Yes.
And where do you keep the instruments I entrusted to you?
We don't have any instruments.
All right, then. We missed one day of work, so we have to go to the castle early tomorrow.
No outsiders are allowed in the castle without a permit.
Then call the castle and request a permit immediately.
May our master come to the castle tomorrow?
No,
And when can he come?
never.
I'm sorry.
Mr. Surveyor, you have a letter from the castle.
Dear sir, as you know, you have been accepted into the Count's service. You will be told everything you need to know about your work in the village. Barnabas, the bearer of this letter, will occasionally ask you about any requests you may have and relay them to me. Who's sending me this letter?
Chief Executive Clam.
Pass on my thanks to Mr. Clam for his welcome, then.
All right, I'll go at once.
Wait, I'll come with you. You two, stay here.
Okay, well this guy's going back to the castle, so... Did, get us there. This isn't the castle.
Where are we?
Home? I thought you wanted to sleep over.
But you wanted to go to the castle.
No, sir. I go to the castle in the morning. I never sleep there.
Why didn't you tell me?
You didn't ask, sir.
Good day, Mr. Surveyor.
This is my sister, Olga. She takes care of our parents.
But now I have to leave for the Castle Inn.
I'll come with you. I have no business staying here.
Alright, well she's going to the castle inn, so... Finally get here. That appear to be the castle inn.
Hello, Mr. Surveyor. Olga, go in the back.
Of course, Frida.
What is the castle inn?
It's meant for the gentlemen from the castle only. They spend the night here when they have business in the village.
Are many gentlemen from the castle staying here tonight?
Just one. Clam. Do you want to see him? There are rooms next door. You can look through the keyhole. But hurry, don't let anyone see you.
So I remember this in the book. It's like you could look through the keyhole and it's like, okay. Kinda weird.
You're only allowed in the tap back room.
What are you doing here?
I'm waiting for the gentleman.
I feel like I know what this clam guy looks like. Must be.
So this is Clam. If you caught me here, it would be embarrassingly inappropriate.
Then what am I gonna do?
It's strange that the only guest here today is my supervisor. Frida, do you know Mr. Clam well?
Very well. I'm his mistress.
Well,
Perhaps we could talk in private.
Are you trying to separate me from Clam?
No, but I'm interested in everything about Clam.
Frida!
Hide behind the bar so no one can see you.
why do I have to?
Where's the surveyor?
He's probably long gone.
Maybe he hid. You can expect all sorts of things from him.
Maybe he hid down there.
He was expecting me to be here. Why did I hide at all?
No, he's not here.
It's very bothersome that I don't know for sure if he's gone. It's about the regulations. And these regulations apply to you too, Miss Frida.
What?
My darling. My sweet darling.
Oh boy.
They embraced, the tiny body burning in Kay's hands. They rolled a few steps away in the gloom from which Kay was constantly but vainly trying to escape. Hours passed here. Hours of heartbeats together. Hours in which Kay could not shake the feeling that he was wandering, and yet there was nothing to be done but to continue wandering.
Oh.
We overslept. Is Clam still here?
Yes, he's waiting for me. Here?
Frida! Frida!
I'm with the surveyor! I'm with the surveyor!
What did you do? Now we're both lost.
No, I'm the only one who's lost. But I've gained you. Now we can go.
What do you want?
Well, we had to go looking for you. We've been sitting here all night. It's not an easy job.
I need you by day, not by night.
It's daytime.
Is it?
Do you really believe that Frida showed you Mr. Clam? Clam is said to look completely different when he comes to the village and when he leaves.
So Frida tricked me.
I don't know. A man as rarely reachable as Clam takes on different forms in people's imaginations.
Where is she taking us?
I'm waiting for you, Mr. Surveyor. We need to talk about Frida.
Now, who are you?
I don't know why this matter isn't left to the two of us.
Because of my care for Frida. What will happen to her now?
It seems the best course of action is for me to marry Frida.
Okay.
And soon.
Of course.
But it is imperative that I talk to Clam before the wedding.
How can you even think that Clam will talk to you?
You're a strange man, Mr. Surveyor. I can no longer tolerate you in my house. You must leave the inn.
Very well. I can sleep at Barnabas's.
At Barnabas's? Those wretched scoundrels.
Hello.
Here we have our surveyor. I have a message from the mayor. Unfortunately, we have no need for a surveyor.
But I'm already hired. Here's Clam's letter.
But it doesn't say a word here about you being hired as a surveyor. It only mentions lordly services.
So you want to fire me?
Nobody's firing you. The mayor has generously offered you a job as a school janitor until your matter is resolved.
I won't even entertain the idea of accepting the job.
Darling, we have nowhere to go. Accept the offer, at least for now.
All right then. But I'm not interested in charity from the castle. Only my right.
I see I will have to put a lot of work into your manners yet.
That's enough. Go to the school, Frida. I'm going to find Barnabas and send a complaint to the castle.
Man, this village. Where's
Barnabas isn't here. I need to send a message to the castle, urgently.
He's not. He's working at the shoemaker's shop.
Is he even employed at the castle?
You do not know our misery. Therefore you judge Barnabas unfairly.
I've noticed that you're...
No one told you anything. There's a high-ranking official at the castle. His name is Sortini. He noticed my sister, Amalia, at a party. The next day, he sent her a letter. He urged her to come to him at the castle inn. The writing was composed of the most vulgar expressions I have ever heard.
So that's what these officials are like.
Amalia tore up the letter and threw the scraps in the messenger's face. Since then, we are despised by everyone in the village. We had to leave the house, and they assigned us this shack. My father went to the castle to ask for forgiveness, but they refused. They said, what was he supposed to be forgiven for? No official proceedings have been brought against us.
As soon as I talk to Clam, I'll ask about your case.
Clam is going to the castle. I saw his sleigh.
I have to catch him.
Go, but come to me tonight.
Oh, goodness. Need to stop getting involved in these love affairs. Should just use that sleigh. Well, the mound's uphill though. Oh.
Where have you been? And right when I needed you.
You didn't give us any orders, sir.
What were you doing at Olga's for so long? Barnabas found you in the snow. You almost died.
I need to rest. Go away, you two.
We won't disturb you, sir.
What have you got against the assistants, darling? They're loyal.
They'd let me freeze to death. They're useless to me. It seems to me that you're in league with them, Frida. You two, out!
We want to stay with you, sir.
Oh, we're gonna throw them out. Oh, they just walk back in.
Don't be angry with us, sir. We want back in, sir.
Oh, they're just gonna go around the other way. No.
Back to you, sir. Don't throw us out, sir. Don't drive us away, sir.
Just need to stay out.
It's freezing outside, sir. Don't be angry with us, sir.
Oh boy. Okay.
We want back in, sir.
I think I need to block the door. Oh, but I blocked it too late. Huh. There we go. There we go. Now they can't get in.
They were getting bolder by the day.
I hope you're right. Maybe it would be best to send them away and live alone. Just us two.
Let us rest and look for a way out of our predicament.
Hello?
Olga's calling you.
Don't go to her. Even the fact that you're talking to her is an unbearable shame for me.
I'll go to Olga.
This guy's out of control.
I knew you'd be sleeping at our place. Your destiny is linked to ours through Barnabas's job.
Why do you frequent the Castle Inn, anyway?
For more than 2 years, I have spent at least 2 nights a week with the servants in the stables at the Castle Inn. Do not despise me for accepting money from servants and using it for my family. It strengthens my connection to the castle. Barnabas went to the castle to seek a job at my instigation. He spent 2 years in their offices, but they didn't entrust him with anything. Only now has he been instructed to deliver you a letter. It's the first job he's ever had.
You've deceived me. Both you and Barnabas.
Don't be angry with Barnabas. He tries to act like a real messenger. Our fate has become dependent on you. We must protect you so that you do not lose your connection to the castle from which we might yet make a living.
Kay valued Olga for her bravery, her prudence, her cleverness, and her sacrifices for her family. Kay had never seen office and life so intertwined as here. So intertwined that sometimes it seemed that office and life had exchanged places.
Kay, let's stay together. Come live with us. It's not like it's going to bind you in any way. When it's spring and you don't like it here anymore, you can go.
I don't know where I'll be yet, Olga, but I'm in the village, permanently. After all, I came here of my own free will, and of my own free will, I'll remain here.
He's so stubborn. I would just leave this place at this point, honestly.
I was looking for you with a letter from Clan.
I commend the surveying work you have done so far. The work of the assistants is also commendable.
The surveying work?
Do not relent in your efforts. I'm keeping my eye on you. This is nonsense. I don't do any land surveying.
I will relay the message. I will also surely relay what you told me last time.
What? Well, haven't you done it yet?
No, there was a lot of work at home. Clam doesn't wait for news either. He even gets angry when I come. But his secretary, Erlanger, is now at the Castle Inn. He told me he's very eager to talk to you.
You're fascinated by the way the ground moves? Oh, like when you're going outside, yeah.
I've been looking for you. We're filing a complaint against you at the castle.
Why are you complaining?
You've been rude to us. What did we do? We joked around a little, but only as ordered. The castle told us to cheer you up. They said you take everything too seriously.
Then why are you looking for me if you're not on duty?
Because of Frida. When you left her for Olga, she was unhappy for that betrayal. I'm with Frida now. It wasn't rational for her to become your wife.
That's fine. I've only known her for like a day, so... Oh. Uh-oh.
Come, lay down. Soon you'll be back on your feet like you were before Kay's abuse.
Is the surveyor there?
Yes?
Come on in at last.
That clam.
It's very late, but we secretaries are used to conducting interrogations at night. You're a surveyor and you don't have a surveying job. Don't you suffer from that?
I suffer from it.
Don't be deterred by disappointments. When a new person comes here, the obstacles seem absolutely insurmountable. But beware. There will be occasions when a single word can achieve more than exhaustive effort. But you are very silent, Mr. Surveyor.
I'm very tired.
Of course. Everyone here is tired. The opportunities I have spoken of are too great to take advantage of. There are things that often fail on nothing but themselves.
If you'll excuse me, I'm going to take a little nap.
You don't have to apologize.
In his room on the floor?
Bodily forces are sufficient only up to a certain limit. Who is to blame for the fact that this limit is otherwise significant? Now you can control everything, and you need do nothing more than to express your request, the fulfillment of which is already prepared.
I'd like to...
Kay was aware that fatigue had done him more harm today than all other adversity. While the authorities were tasked with defending distant causes on behalf of invisible masters, Kay was fighting for something most intimate, himself.
Will you stay here with me?
I'll stay with you, Olga.
I'll be happy to have a man as a helper and protector.
But first, I have to settle my affairs with the authorities. I have to go to the castle again.
Again?
You're either crazy
We've never been
or
there.
a child.
Why am I crazy for wanting to do my dang job? Page on the ground. Your clock ticking again. Castle's starting to get covered up with snow. Uh-oh. Oh. Hey, look.
What now? You tell me. I died before I finished it.
Oh.
How would you like it to end?
So it's Kay talking to Kafka. What now? You tell me I died before I could finish it. Because Franz Kafka never finished The Castle. It notoriously ends mid-sentence. I'd like to live in the village with Olga. You should let me die. I think it's better to leave it open. You could argue that part of a recurring theme in Kafka's work is kind of this futility, and you know, the character's constantly trying to escape, but like it just never happens. I saw this one person left an interesting theory that he thought that the castle kind of was like, if it were to go on, it would just kind of infinitely go on anyways, so where it ended, it doesn't really matter. So, open-ended is where it left. Dying, I guess Kafka told someone, perhaps his friend Max Brod, that he thinks it was going to end with Kay dying. But this is a happy ending. This would never happen. This first one. I guess let's do the canon ending and we'll leave it open-ended.
I think it's better to leave it open-ended. Very well.
This is a pretty neat game. In celebration of Franz Kafka, 1883 to 1924. Yeah. It's a pretty neat game. Like, it kind of helps you experience some of Kafka's work in an interactive way. And pretty cool, like, especially for a free game. Joseph K., Land Surveyor K., Franz Kafka. Apparently there's German voice acting too, that's pretty neat. Yeah, so the next game that I'm gonna play tonight, I probably won't play the whole game. I didn't realize the first game was gonna be, I thought it was shorter than this actually. So I'll probably play some of the second game. That one, the next game, the Metamorphosis, is actually more of a game. This one is kind of more of an interactive experience, and it's pretty much retellings of these three works by Kafka. But the Metamorphosis is kind of more of a traditional game. You'll see how that is. Let me just open this up. The there we go. Metamorphosis. All right, here we go. We're moving on to Metamorphosis. This game's not super long either. I think it's only a few hours, so maybe we'll do like an hour today, and then we'll finish it up in another stream at some point. It's only 2 more hours to do that. All right. What is the Gates of Law? What is that about? You like subtitles. Gates of the Law. Gate 1, Gate 2. What is that? What is the gates of the law? I cannot make anyone understand what is happening inside me. I cannot even explain it to myself. So a quote from Kafka. That's cool. It's really neat that like people are interested enough in Franz Kafka to make games based on his stuff. What is this? How do you feel? Like some kind of vermine. Why do you think it is? I was led to believe that I could regain my human form. Was that important to you? Yes, of course. Why? I miss it. I miss my family and even oddly my job. Did you say your job was gratifying? Not at all. I was treated like an insect. No pun intended. So no splendor? Splendor? Gratification, glory, recognition. Well, I never really had time for such trivialities. Think splendor's a trivial thing? I don't know, I was focused on other things. It's not easy being an insect, especially when one was a human before. Does form prevent you from finding brightness inside you? I haven't really thought about it. I think it's a good topic to think about. Try and find splendor. I'm not sure I understand. Unfortunately, our time is up now, but I'll be seeing you next week. But please, keep your questions for our next session. What is this? Oh. For a bug. I'm confused. Is this part of like, is this like a side campaign of the main game? Because we didn't even have like the intro at all. What did he mean by splendor? Some recognition would for sure be nice. How does one achieve this so-called splendor? Good question. Oh no! I died. But what is this mode actually? I'm so confused. Climb up here. There we go. Is that the splendor we're looking for? I think this is like a side mode where you're trying to pick up this stuff. My god. It's a little tricky to control because like you move so like quickly. I'm playing mouse and keyboard. I think that's kind of the way you want to play it. They're quite fast, like holy crap. Since when do you move that quickly? You searching for splendor? Is that so obvious? Of course, everyone here came for the glory. How do you find it? The light will inscribe my name in the pantheon of immortal performers. But not everyone is meant to bathe in the light of glory. You're a performer? I assume you're joking. You know perfectly well who I am. No? Then I don't think you deserve the splendor. You're an actor? Of course, this is why the light will shine upon me. Splendor is the light, in the light. The light is the glory. I see, good luck then. It's not about luck, my ignorant friend. It's about talent. Kind of rude. I don't know what mode this is. This is so weird. I feel like I need to load into the normal game. The law, but it only there's 6 of them total. So I'm gonna play the base game here. I'm not sure what that other mode is. They didn't explain it at all. Oh, I thought I was waiting for it to load still. Here we go.
Where am I? What's this painting? Right, I'm at Joseph's. What a night.
That's some trippy
Quite a
wallpaper.
celebration. Happy birthday, my friend. Though, one drink too many.
It is laggy fast, but
I'll
it's also
check
my
with Joseph
computer.
and then I'm off to work.
Maybe isn't the strongest. In fact, let me turn down the graphics a little bit. Maybe it'll run a little better. See if that helps.
Ah, my poor head. Ah.
Yeah, it's already running better now, I think. Dear Mr. Gregor, the key is in one of the drawers. So Gregor Samsa is the name of the protagonist of the Metamorphosis, the original story. Gregor Samsa. Franz Kafka.
Here it is.
What kind of word you would need a key to get out? Is that, Hebrew? I don't know Hebrew, so I can't read. What is this? It looks almost like a religious, like, object, but I think it's like a heater.
That's odd. I've been many times at Joseph's, but I've never seen this corridor before. The photographs seem very familiar, though.
Oh, look at that. The bug. We were young back then. Joseph's first day at the bank. My first day working as a salesman. So Joseph K is the name of the protagonist from the trial. Some weird pictures. Last year's Oktoberfest. So many corridors. Whoa.
What's that? This room is bizarre. What's with this furniture?
Whoa, the furniture's huge. How did this happen?
I can't even reach the door handle. Hardy ha ha. What a hilarious prank, Joseph.
Is that what this is? A prank? Thought we had the key. Okay, we know where the key is.
If I don't go out soon, I'll be late. Let's try this way. Another letter?
Oh, another letter. Dear Mr. Samsa, as things stand, the location of the key remains an unsolved mystery. Reaching the door handle might seem somewhat difficult, but we are confident you are up to the task. We hope you have what it takes to get to the tower. Alright. That's the same hallway, but much larger. Oh, these frames are just empty entirely. Whoa. The magic.
A ventilation hole? How on earth do I fit in here? These aren't the legs I'm used to. I know this sounds ludicrous, but can it be that I'm a bug?
We have gone
All right,
full bug.
Stay calm. Let's find Jazz and move on from there.
Yeah, shifting pictures are cool.
Focus. You don't want to fall from this high up.
Oh, we're so tiny now.
What a clutter. I think there's something on the table. Another letter?
Another letter? Oh, way over there. Press tab for an overview. Oh yeah, like they show you where you want to go, so that's cool. In case you forgot where you were headed. This is a very trippy perspective.
Almost.
Mustard.
Made it. Sticky, oh.
Oh,
although, this liquid should help me climb up.
Ah. Now I have sticky power. There we go. Something down there. I should go check that out. What is this? Whoa. Or what that just was I crashed in. Such a tiny bug. I wanted to go find that other letter. Ring. Dear Samza, as we realize in that what a sorry state you currently find yourself in, we would like to offer you an opportunity to come and work with us at the tower. In order to start your recruitment process, please follow our symbol. Okay.
What in the...
Uh-oh. Oh boy. Oh. Okay. We are falling in Spaghetti-O space.
Overworks presents
Metamorphosis.
Am I actually in the letter?
Dear Gregor.
What? How do they know?
I died.
Dear Gregor.
What? How do they know my name?
Okay, how do you know my name? Who said that?
Did you transform into a bug in your bed? Are you feeling uncomfortable in your new skin? Or rather, exoskeleton? Everything seems unfamiliar.
It is intriguing, isn't it?
Wondering if this is all just a bad dream? Relax. Everything is fine.
Fine? This is fine?
Well, it does make sense that you'd like this, Silver, since I know you like Hollow Knight, and that's a bug game. And now we're playing another bug game. I don't know where the heck we are right now. This is a trippy place. There's lots of like floating debris. Oop. Okay. Going. Oh geez. We're making our way.
You are not the only one. There are more people like you who change into insects, but pulled through and even found a job.
But
Really?
I had this job.
Yeah.
I liked it. Well, sort of.
You hate when bugs crawl on you or come near you? Oh, really? What if it was one of the bugs from Hollow Knight? I mean, one of the friendly ones.
Yes, a job. All thanks to Tower.
They hire bugs at Tower.
Well, I'm a bug.
Is a modern office space offering honest, highly paid work to people turned into bugs. At Tower, you'll soak up specialist skills, acquaint yourself with amicable arthropod associates, obtain opportunities for occupational augmentation, and discover a different destiny for yourself. For the best employees, restoration back to human form.
Oh, geez, good thing we have subtitles. Well, depends on Silver. Maybe you'll notice they're walking on two legs and they're carrying little swords. There we go. We finally got out of that crazy place. I'm doing badly, I'm doing well, whichever you prefer. I think we've completely lost our human voice at this point. Oh, there's a person! Correct. Trauma General Bank, Joseph K. Financial. Need to get his attention. I'm sure once he sees me. I think it's Joseph. And who's that? Oh, what the heck? I just realized. This is the opening of the trial we're witnessing from the ugh. Dude, don't lick his book. This is the opening of the trial from the perspective of a bug in Joseph's drawer. This is so... I did not realize they were gonna do that. Because this guy's coming here to tell Joseph that he's under arrest. He's like going through his drawers and stuff. That's what he's doing. That's cool. I didn't think they would have that kind of a crossover. I thought, oh, his name is the same, but that's basically it. Yeah, it is cool and strange. I need to get to his alarm clock. Oh, there we go. Oop. What's this? Okay. In a language I can't read. Whoa! Accidentally. Oh, the fan's blowing me away. I thought that was me doing that. I need to turn the fan off. There we go. Right, now the alarm clock. Wakey wakey.
Who's this? Who are you? You called? Yes, Anna should bring my breakfast.
I'm afraid that won't be possible.
What do you mean, not possible? Preposterous. Unprecedented. This is unheard of. And who then are you exactly?
Were you expecting someone?
On the contrary. I demand to know who you are. And is there someone behind the door?
You seem excited.
For sure I am. Does Miss Grubach know about this incident? I can't imagine this is acceptable for her.
I need to get up on the
Who's
cupboard.
in Frau Bürstner's room?
Do you know Miss Bürstner well?
She is my neighbor, of course I know her.
March 12th, meeting with Gregor at Old Rudy's. We've been working out the plan for our company. Suggested the name Joseph Gregor and Sons.
How well?
Upside, it inspires confidence. Downside, we don't have any sons. Gregor was passionate. He always is in the mode to think. More ambitious he became. I stopped him when he started to talk about talking over the Trans-Siberian Railway.
Are you the police? Is Frau Bürstner in
Compared to
some kind of
Gregor,
trouble?
you could even say I'm crawling.
Why would she be
Oh,
in trouble?
I think I'm the one crawling now,
You
buddy.
come in. Ask about her.
What makes you think it's about her?
Well, it's certainly not about me. Now, is it? You are the police.
Were you expecting the police?
No. No, I wasn't expecting anybody. Least of all you, whoever you are. I have to call Miss Grubach.
Why do you need Miss Grubach?
You just keep asking questions, don't you? Well, listen. You don't deny anything and you don't affirm anything. You just stand there and stare at me. What's your name and your function?
Why do you need to know my name?
Actually, you're right. I don't want to know your name. Why am I even speaking to you? Miss Grubach!
She cannot come at this time.
Oh, she can come at this time. It's her apartment.
Can I make
after
this
all.
jump?
How long have you been living here?
Long enough.
There we
But
go.
The situation is new to me.
I haven't
won't
played
say
one of these
another
types of
word
games in
until
a
I see
while.
the supervisor. I clearly need someone more intelligent.
Can I
to
jump
talk
on his arm from here? Or if I needed... I think I would fall off. Where do I want to go? Seems like a passageway? Oh. I see another bug. Are you going to the tower by any chance? Whoa, a talking bug. What's so weird about it? Nothing, I suppose. Are you going to tower? I am. Do you know how to get there? I was just on my way, but I can't make it any further. I'm starving. I'm very sorry. Please help me, will you? I'd be glad to, but I have nothing to eat myself. I have an apple. Why don't you eat it then? The way to the apple is flooded. What am I supposed to do about it? You need to close the valve. It's behind a book on top of the cupboard. I will be able to pass through then. Why don't you go close it yourself? I'm too hungry to move a muscle. Help me and you'll help yourself. The water has also flooded the path to the tower. Ah, okay. Full top of the cupboard. Behind Ulysses. Alright, the sticky stuff's gonna help us out. Oh geez. That's how Spider-Man feels. Whoa. That's so crazy. Ah. Wild how fast you can. Like usually in these types of games you cannot run this fast. Crazy. It's almost like you're riding a vehicle. I guess it's not so bad being a bug after all. Or mustard. We need sticky stuff. Joseph's old music box. Perhaps I could turn it on. Oh, I can't stick to the glass. How am I gonna reach that? Gotta get above it. Oh, from here we can stick. Oh. Whoa! I cannot walk completely upside down. Ah. That's good to know. Guess that would be too broken. Oh, you could see our trail. We got an achievement for trying to walk upside down. Oh wait, you know what? I have to go find an opening. Leave. Oh, no, we'll just climb from this side. There we go. Whole game, like, you think it'd just be like sort of a narrative experience, but it actually has some interesting mechanics too. I drop, there we go. And then you can also do this. Still didn't notice this.
By itself, Mr. K.
Oh, give me a break. You seem to have an answer for everything.
Because there is a reason for everything.
Oh. Who's there? Let's see.
Oh no.
Would you rather just stay
What the
here?
heck, you like belly bumped
I
him.
want neither to stay here, nor to talk to you.
I didn't mean anything wrong.
Didn't Franz tell you to stay in your room?
I demand to talk to Miss Grubach this instant.
That won't be possible.
What do you mean, not possible? I want to speak with my landlady.
No. You can't leave. You are arrested.
Oh. Yes, it sure looks that way. Somebody must have made a false accusation.
My books got wet. Dry bottler immediately. Dostrovsky. Brett. Have it bound. Ask Gregor to return Flaubert. Saw bugs on Joyce's book. Tell Grobach urgently. Huh.
Okay. I seem not to be able to find my wallet. It might have been stolen from me.
That would
Breakfast.
be most unfortunate.
Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. We got aided. Wilhelm is choking.
You're okay? Oh my god. It's okay now. I almost had a heart attack.
Your breakfast is treacherous.
How would I know? I didn't make it.
Your breakfast is treacherous.
Anyway, I'm fine.
Maybe you shouldn't
now.
be eating other people's breakfast.
So, where were we? Mr. K.
What's
Our
Ulysses?
sole job was to look after you until the arrival of our supervisor. On the other hand, you
Oh.
calm down.
I'm a very
Guess we're going the right way.
man.
I'm very glad to hear that, Mr. K.
How can I be under arrest? And above all, in such a way?
Do you think we know anything
Good thing I have the background character subtitles on. Okay, I think that set the valve off.
Tell me, then, for what crime am I supposed to be under arrest?
We're not allowed to tell you anything more
What's
about
over here?
your arrest.
Nothing.
Proceedings are underway, and you'll be told everything.
Whoa.
All in good time.
Got in here quick, didn't we?
Already breaking the rules, being so polite.
That bug at?
You. I hope that only Franz can hear this. He too is much more polite than you ought to be. Right, Franz.
There he is.
If your luck with the guards continues,
Feed the hunger artist. Scrumptious. Will you go to the tower with me now? It's exhausting eating an apple. I'm afraid I'll have to lie down for a bit when I'm done. It's so lazy.
This is not a country of law and order.
Alright, I'm gonna have to wrap up here in for a second so I can go take care of Walter. I want to make sure the game's saved. I think once you see the little eyeball loading. There it is. In theory, being a bug on the wall would be cool in some situations. In reality, you'd be swatted away as soon as your presence is known. Yeah. Maybe if you could be an invisible bug. Right, I'll go ahead and wrap up here. We got into the game pretty decently. There's I think maybe a couple hours of game left. It's a pretty short game. And then we'll finish this up another time, maybe tomorrow. But yeah, thanks everyone for joining. I hope you enjoyed. Even though these are kind of weird stuff. Kafka has weird stories. But hope you have a good night, and I'll catch you next time. Peace out.